Aloha, y'all. This is your girl Faye with the Faye and Cedar Show. Let's try this again. This is the second take. The Hawaii sirens keep going off. It's been going off for the past 20 minutes, and it's kind of triggering a little bit and kind of annoying because I'm not sure. I know they're just doing testing and they've been doing it for a while, but I want to make sure you guys can hear me and not the sirens the whole time. And I got to get this out today. My daughter in her lesson right now, and I didn't want to start recording, and then she comes on and be like, "I'm done, Mom," and I can't ever do recording. And I'm not going to be here this weekend. I really want to post this today. So anyway, let's try this again. My video cut off. Weird. Anyway, so this Mommy Corner Monday. Oh, well, first of all, I'm going to do a bunch of ab-libbing, right? I usually have my notes, so it's going to be a bunch of humming and humming. But follow me. Just stay with it. Just follow me. And I'm trying to make this video maybe about 3 to 4 minutes. I know people's attention span after like 5 to 6 minutes in a video is like, eh. So anyway, Mommy Corner, I want to focus on something I was thinking about the other day. I saw the other day. Anyway, so when I was in 4th grade, I had a project to do. And we had to interview somebody that you admire. And naturally, of course, I picked my mom. She was a single mother. She used to be a Marine, so I thought she was badass, and I wanted to, ask her about that and just being a single mom. And plus, I feel like, and I don't want to sound negative about it, but, when you're a single mom and at one point she had 2 jobs, you don't really have time to sit and just talk to your children, right? You don't have time for that. But I remember very vividly her saying, I said, "What is the best advice you could give me? What is the best advice?" Right? My very, very last question. And I remember that because she looked at me, she pointed to me, and she goes, "Take care of you first before you take care of someone else." And of course, this sounds to me, it sounds super cliche. And of course, at 3rd grade, I didn't clearly understand it. Like, I got it because I was definitely more mature because of the environment I grew up in than the rest of my peers. But then I didn't realize until later. Of course, I learned lessons along the way that it was very, 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 very important. But I didn't realize how it would transcend into motherhood, how important that was. It really, really is important to take care of yourself first as a mother. And it's more important than ever that stands than I was when I was an adult and I was single and before marriage. And I don't think people realize that. I think this is why you see, when you see those kids, and not saying excuses, but when you see those, you read stories about kids getting abused and kids being left alone and neglected and, the mom just snapping, or you meet mothers that seem like they're never happy, or you can tell they just completely, hate motherhood because, let's be honest, there's out there, or they probably had that extra child they kind of didn't want, but it was like, okay, I can deal with it. And a lot of that just comes from not being able to have a moment to this stuff. Not even just a moment, but making sure they're okay first. And I know that it's super hard, especially if you're, let's say, a military wife, okay? You have multiple children, or you're a single mom, even if you're not a single mom, maybe the husband just works these crazy hours like mine does, and you're solely responsible for the household and the child, right? So, it's very important to take care of your first, because the human body is like a machine, and you have to have. Usually, the mother is the sole head. Usually, yes, they say the father, but I'm not religious and I'm not getting all into that patriarchy and all that stuff. But anyway, mothers usually do run the household, whether there's a guy there or not. They usually usually how American households usually function, right? And so, like your body, your heart works, right? Your heart functions, and then everything else comes into play. If your heart stops, everything else stops. Your heart doesn't stop, and then the pancreas keeps working, and then your gallbladder keeps working, and then your digestive system keeps working. That's just not how it works. And that's why I feel like when moms cannot take care of themselves first to make sure, hey, let me eat a bite of something for the fuel. And then I can help this person and this person and this person and this person. And when a mother can't do that, the entire system, which is your household is the system, completely breaks down. It's because the main system, the brain or the heart or whatever you want to call it, didn't get enough fuel or stopped working. That's why I noticed it's so funny. I was talking to my girlfriend, and when she's sick, no one can function. Nobody can function. It's just like everything goes to hell, right? Even though not really, like, everybody can probably get up and get their own piece of toast, or they could like get their socks out of the dryer, or whatever, however your thing functions on every day. It's like when mom gets sick, even if mom worked and mom still, open my window, I'm in a car. I wanted to initially do this outside, but it's raining, and it's not raining now, but it's on and off raining. It's been pouring all day, and I'm going to be outside with my tablet, so I'm in the car. Anyway, and I have to roll the windows down because it's super hot in here. Anyway, so yeah, mothers, we've got to take care of ourselves first. And I'm not talking about, I'm not necessarily touching base on self-care, because I always talk about self-care. That's not what I'm talking about, making time for yourself. I'm talking about when you get up in the morning, make sure you get your coffee first. Make sure you get your plate of scrambled eggs first. I don't know. Make sure you get your Nutri-Grain bar first. I don't know what you guys eat. I don't know if you got time to sit down for a full breakfast or whatever during the week. But you make sure you wash your butt first. You know what I mean? Like, make sure you do something first, because most of us, when we're getting up and we're getting kids to school and all this other stuff, we forget ourselves. And it could be as simple as, I wanted to wear my new lipstick. I wanted to put on a little mascara in the office. We're forgetting about, and sometimes a little bit of makeup makes us feel good. A little bit of, because when we look good, we feel good, and it aligns, right? So I just want to touch base. I just want to tell the mothers for this segment that we have to take care of ourselves first. We have to. And I understand we are mothers, and I understand there's people that's like, well, what if you have babies and they rely on you and they're first? You know what? Not really. Because if you don't take care of yourselves first, those babies aren't going to be properly taken care of. And those are just the facts. Yes, they rely on us. That's why we have to be able to take care of ourselves first, so they can rely on us. Because if we can't take care of ourselves first, making sure we're good, and then be able to have the energy and all this stuff, no one else can be taken care of. So anyway, I'm at almost 8 minutes. So, okay, good. So y'all probably stuck in there. So anyway, for this segment, I just keep in mind, mothers, take care of you first before you go and take care of someone else. This is your girl Faye with the Faye and Cita Show, Mommy Corner Mondays. All right, guys. See you next week. Aloha.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.